everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer. Today we're doing an old-fashioned get ready with me. Just gonna play with some makeup that's already in my collection and one or two things that I have not used on the channel already, including a palette from, now I think it's Aether Beauty or maybe Aether Beauty, A-E-T-H-E-R. The way I would pronounce it would be Aether, but you know how good I am at pronunciation. So this is the Topaz Mini Crystal Palette. I bought this quite some time ago when Kelly from Keep Beauty Real had these on her channel, and she did a really great job. She always does a great job, and did an amazing look, and I was like, oh, I have to have that. So I bought it months and months ago. I bought another palette from Aether as well and just haven't used it on the channel yet. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do a relax, get ready with me, chat a little bit, and I'll drink some tea. We'll put on some makeup. Okay. So let me pull my hair back. As you guys know, if you're watching, okay. So if you guys watch somebody regularly or even like just a couple times, you'll know I just have a tremendous amount of hair, and when it's freshly washed, which it is now, it's just voluminous and it's hard to pull back. So anyway, let's use the Dior Cushion Foundation. This is the Prestige Foundation. I've only used it once before on the channel, so I want to use it a couple times so you guys can see. I'm really gonna make an effort, I know I've said this before, but I'm serious, about using products, you know, a couple of times at least, so you guys can get a better feel for them. You know, to be really honest, October through December, I really didn't get a chance to use a product very often. Many times just using it once. Some products like, you know, the Gucci bronzer I've used multiple times, but a lot of products I used once and then you guys really never saw them again. And even though I really love them, there were so many new products coming out, I didn't get a chance to, you know, play with them multiple times for you guys. So I'm gonna try to do that more so you can see the products in different ways, see if they hold up. I will tell you, and I mentioned this when I used this product, this foundation, in my earlier video, the fragrance is weird. They say that it's rose petals, and maybe it is, but it smells to me like a synthetic rose. It doesn't smell like roses to me, but maybe it is, and maybe it's a different kind of rose. I don't know, but I will say this. The foundation does look really nice on my skin. It holds up really well. I had it on the other day for 8 hours. I didn't really see anywhere, which is odd. Like for me especially. My skin is very dry. It looked great all day. So, you know, I really like it. I think it actually gives great coverage. I think it smooths out my skin. It hydrates. I really like it. I'll be honest though, I don't want to like it because it has such, you know, a limited shade range, and I just think that's really unfortunate, to say the least. So anyway, but it works really well for me. So I gotta say that. Okay, so let's do my eyebrows, chat a little bit. How is everyone? How are y'all doing? Even though I grew up here in Boston and I'm from Boston, well, the Boston area, and I'm now back in Boston. I lived in Washington, D.C. for a very long time, and I do say y'all every once in a while. I don't know if it's because, you know, technically D.C. is south of the Mason-Dixon line, guys. Although, trust me, everyone out there right now who's Southern is like, D.C. is not Southern. I know. I have a lot of Southern friends, and they're like, no, D.C. is not South. But I do have a lot of friends from the South, which is interesting, coming from Boston. But I have picked up every once in a while, I will say that, like, how y'all doing? People are like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know where it came from, sorry. I I do say guys a lot. I'm trying to get away from that because I know people can sometimes find it annoying because, you know, guys is not very inclusive, but I will tell you when I say guys, I really do mean everybody. It's a New England thing, but I am, you know, aware, trying to not say anything that people object to, but it's hard because I've been saying it forever. Yeah, this time of year is a little dismal in New England. I know, you know, I have people watching from all over the globe, so you may be in a very different environment. Like, let's say you're in Australia or New Zealand right now. It's certainly not winter for you guys. You have good weather compared to New England, where I think today was like a high. I think actually today was pretty nice, and it was like a high of 30. Like 30 is pretty good. I'm jinxing myself right now because we had one bad snowstorm in December, and that was the day our snowblower didn't work. I have since fixed the snowblower. I'm one of those handy people. My husband helped, but I figured out how to fix it. I just used him as the manual labor to lift the heavy machinery. But no, but he did help. But yeah, so we fixed the snowblower. So we fixed the snowblower over my Christmas break. I was joking how, so now that we figured out, you know, how to fix it, it's not gonna snow. And it hasn't snowed since. So when the snowblower broke, the day that it broke, we had 15 inches of snow, 15, 16 inches, and it hasn't snowed since, I swear. So I'm just like, okay, that's about right. So let's use the Gucci bronzer because it is my favorite, guys. I do love it. If you haven't seen it before, it comes in the Gucci Compact, the Tiffany blue. There's what the fair looks like. It pops up. There's a little brush underneath, which I will admit I never use, but that's okay. Yeah, the Gucci's my favorite. I miss the smell. The smell has dissipated. In fact, I don't think it even has a scent anymore. And I know a lot of people hated the scent, but I really loved it. It was like a violet. It was really pretty. At least to me, it was really pretty. But now it's gone. No scent anymore. It's okay, but I do miss it. And I always do like a little bit of, I would say like contouring. I kind of bronze up the sides of my face and then like kind of angle a little bit here. What it does is it narrows the light to the mid part of my face, which is really what I want to concentrate on. So that's why I do that, in case anyone's interested. I have to keep pulling my hair back because it keeps escaping the headband. Okay, we're gonna use the Candlelight Glow by Terry highlighter today. I love this packaging. This was like the holiday packaging. I just think it's beautiful. That's the highlighter. It's got a really pretty glow to it. I actually have a lot of highlighters that I've really enjoyed lately. I'm gonna use my new Kyoto brush. This is the Year of the Ox. It's an angled brush like this to do the highlighter. It's incredibly soft, guys. This brush, I have to tell you, I used it, I got it last week. I can't remember what day I posted. And I've just been playing around with it ever since. And it's so soft. Like, it's like a bunny. I just, yeah, I'm so happy I picked it up. I wasn't gonna pick it up. I've been trying to be better this year about, you know, getting things I don't need, and I have so much stuff, and I have a lot of brushes, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be good, and I don't need that brush because I have a lot of brushes, but then I was like, but I want it. I really like it. And I'm really glad I picked it up because it's a really beautiful brush, and it's really, really nice. And now I'm drinking my tea. my Starbucks. I know I'm in Boston, I should have my Dunkin', but I don't drink coffee, so just tea. All right, so I'm gonna use the Rephr number 18 brush, and I'm gonna be going in with the Chanel Tweed Beige. I showed this to you guys in my last video, and some of you asked where you can get it. So where I've seen it is, I've seen it on, sorry, my brain just cut out for a second. I've seen it on eBay, I've seen it on Mercari, those types of sites. So you're gonna have to get it secondhand because it doesn't exist anymore, quote, new. But that's sort of a misleader. So it doesn't exist in stores anymore. So you can't get it from Chanel. You can't get it from, you know, like online, from a store new, technically. What I mean by that is I have been told that there are some places that might still have it in stock. So like a Macy's may still have it if they got it in the first place, or a Dillard's or something like that, a Chanel rep. So if you have a Chanel rep that you work with, you should reach out and ask if they possibly have any of the Tweed blushes, because some of them do. What I would say though is that they didn't come out this year. They came out, I think it's last year. So they're not going to be new. They'll be a couple years old, and they have an 18-month shelf life. So, you know, technically, if you're like a super stickler for like when something is new, what does that mean to you? Does it mean it was open? Does it, that kind of thing? Because they haven't been as part of the Chanel lineup for quite some time. So just keep that in mind when you're looking. But like I said, eBay, Mercari, all those Poshmark, all those types of sites, you can find them. And you can find them unused. You can find people who have them and they're not opened. It's just, they're not new as in they didn't just get released because, they're not on the lineup anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I have the blush, highlighter, bronzer, my brows are done. Let's go ahead with the Aether Beauty. So Aether Beauty is a sustainable product brand. They have really beautiful things. I really like their shadows. I believe they're San Francisco, right? Yeah, from San Francisco. They don't have mirrors in their palettes because these are recyclable. If you put a mirror in there, then it's not. So this one, like I said, is the mini crystal palette in Topaz. I believe there were 2 that were this size. I have some of the bigger ones too, which I'll show you as we move throughout the year. So let's go ahead and swatch this really quick. So this is Topaz. The colors are really pretty. You'll see very quickly, if you watch my channel, why I was attracted to this particular palette. This is Cosmic Awareness, Rejuvenation, and Solar Energy. Isn't that pretty? I just really like the color story. All right, let's just do a simple little, look for the day. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the Topaz. No, let's start with the Solar Energy. We'll put that all over the eye. I need to wash my brushes, guys. I don't like washing my brushes. I mean, I know that sounds kind of stupid, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's just, it's not fun. Like, it's not a fun process to wash brushes. It's just tedious. I mean, I know it's important. I recognize it has to be done, but when I used to work for Chanel forever ago, that was my least favorite part, and we did it at the end of every night. So if you closed, you had to wash all the brushes. And looking back on it now, it's funny because I don't remember what we used. I mean, I know we used water, but I don't remember what cleanser we used to wash the brushes, but we did it every evening. And that probably wasn't good because they were all natural hair brushes back then. So I don't know, like, but that's what we did. Every night we washed the brushes at the end of the night, and you had to lay them out flat on paper towels. And we had a lot of brushes, and we did it every night. And those brushes held up, I gotta tell you. So I guess it was okay. But yeah, every night we had to wash the brushes. Maybe that's why I don't like it. So I used the flat definer brush, by the way, the Sonia G, if I didn't mention that, to put that all over the eye. Because I think it's a really pretty shade. And that's the Solar Energy. Just a nice, really pretty, you know, gold coppery shade. And the formula is really nice. It's goes on really well. Don't have problems with fallout. It's just really pretty. All right, so let's use the Sonia G Crease Pro brush. Let's go into the Rejuvenation, which is that dark brown. So yeah, January, like I was saying before, is not a particularly fun month in New England. But we haven't had snow, so, you know, like real snow, so I can't complain about that. But it's cold, and, you know, it's kind of dismal. And now, of course, you know, you can't really go anywhere. We don't have mandates to be closed or anything, but, you know, you want to be careful and you don't want to get close to people. And I personally don't feel comfortable going into a restaurant and eating indoors, so you can't do that. And eating outdoors, it's kind of hard when it's 30 degrees, you know, like if you live in California or something. Although I think they've closed a lot of stuff down out in California because, you know, the situation is so bad. But you could eat outside. You know, if you live in Vegas, you can eat outside. In Massachusetts, it's really cold, so it's not like you can really go out to eat. I don't really enjoy shopping now. Like, it's just, you know, I have an immune condition, an underlying immune condition that I've had since I was born. So, like, it's just not worth it for me to be out inside with other people. I mean, obviously I'm wearing a mask, but I just don't. So it's not fun. And you can't, like, if you go shopping for like makeup and stuff, you can't touch anything. You can't try anything on. So, you know, you can't do that. So it's hard to find things like to do. And, you know, it's just, and like I said, you can't just like go out for a walk because it's freezing. Let's take the Cosmic Awareness, which was like that. It's this shade here. This is the shade I used all over the eye. Here's the one I've just used to deepen it. And then I'm going to use this one, which is the Cosmic Awareness. Let's just put a little bit of that on the outer corner, and then we'll take the gold, the lighter gold, and put it, the topaz, in the inner corner. Yeah, so it's just, you know, F06 brush, Chikuhodo. So I'd be interested to find out, like, from you guys, those of you who are, you know, like inside, you know, what are you finding to do? Card games, board games, puzzles? I mean, I have a lot of friends who are doing puzzles. That seems to be very popular. Nothing wrong with puzzles. I like puzzles. A lot of board games, which makes sense. My husband refuses to play Scrabble with me anymore because I keep beating him. He says it's not because I beat him, it's because I beat him by like 3 points or 7 points or like 10 points, which is true. Like, it's not like I ever like completely dominated. I always just beat him by like 5 to 10 points, but he says that makes it worse. So we can't play Scrabble anymore. I'm not allowed to play Scrabble. Or at least he won't play with me. I'm gonna use the Wayne Goss 03. Yeah, so no Scrabble. Trivial Pursuit I'm terrible at, or any of those types of games, because like anything that is not like like social media stuff, or like what was the most popular movie, or, you know, I have no idea. I don't pay attention, which is terrible, I know, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, people will be like, what was the best movie of 1980? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't remember 1980. I'm like so bad at that stuff. My husband's really good at it. Like, he knows all that stuff, but I have no idea. Let's take the Topaz, which is the lightest shade, and just kind of go inner corner here. Really more inner third. It's like a very bright, like the Topaz is like a gold shade. It's really pretty. So yeah, I'm not good at those. I feel like I should take up chess or something. Like I should learn how to play, because, you know, I have some time. Not really with work, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not commuting or anything. But, and you know, a lot of people are like learning a second language or something. I am terrible at languages. If you guys couldn't tell by my mispronunciation of practically everything, I don't have a good ear for things. Like, if you write it down and I can see how it's pronounced phonetically, then I'm fine. But if you try to say it for me and then I try to just repeat it, I don't pick it up. I don't know why, but that's not how I learn, unfortunately. So I'm not good at languages. Let's take the Wayne Goss number 5. We'll go into the Rejuvenation, that brown shade. Yeah, so I'm not learning a new language. I was thinking about learning like Illustrator, so I could like make my own like drawings and stuff. I don't know, you know, something different. Maybe I'll do that, who knows. Frankly, between work and the channel, I feel like, you know, I'm busy. Like, I feel like I'm busy enough, but then I feel like, you know, all these people are doing all these cool things and I'm like, I didn't do that. I should learn to sew or something. Okay, so let me buff this out just a little bit. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear what you guys are doing. If you got any good ideas in month 9 of the lockdown, month 10, something like that. Yeah, hopefully it will end soon. Okay, so I'm going to put on some liner. The liner I'm going to use is the Black Wood by Chanel. It's got a very deep brown. And I'm just going to put this on my upper lash line. This has fast become like one of my favorite shades. You know, it's not like sexy or like new and different. Like, it's not, you know, purple or blue or anything. But, you know, the thing is, it's just a really good shade. Like, it's deeper than a quote traditional brown. And but it has like a little bit of coolness to it. I don't know. It's just a really good shade. So it's Black Wood in the Chanel. It's the Stylo U waterproof. I'll have everything down below, but I really, really like it. Like, it's really a great shade for those of us who are very, very pale or just pale. Sometimes black liner can just be really stark. Maybe that's what you're looking for, like for a particular look. But a lot of times for me, I want something that's a little bit lighter than a black, but I still want something that will go with everything. And the Black Wood is like just, it's perfect. It's perfect. So let me show you the look on my eye before I curl my lashes and put on mascara. The formula is really good. I'm really impressed with Aether Beauty. I think they're doing a really good job. Okay, so let me curl my lashes, put on mascara. I'll have to try to figure out which mascara I want to do. We'll figure that out in a minute. Let's use the Marc Jacobs At Lashed. I haven't used this one for a while, and as we all know, mascaras go bad so quickly. So it's been open for a while, and I want to make sure I use it because I really like this mascara. This one came out last year. I can't remember exactly when, but it was earlier in the year. So it didn't get as much love from me at the end of the year, but I really do like it a lot. I think it's a great lengthening mascara and volumizing. I think it goes on really easily, and it really gives you a really nice look. And I like the wand. It doesn't poke me in the eye. Yeah, I mean, mascara is a very like personal thing, but I really like the Lash mascara. I think it lengthens, it volumizes, it's really easy to use. Like the Gucci mascara is actually a good mascara. I've mentioned it before, but I tend to poke myself because it's very sharp and it's like a plasticky brush. But if you're looking for something that's really gonna get each and every lash, that's kind of the brush you need. But I do things quickly when I do my mascara. I don't spend a lot of time. Like there are people who are very specific with their mascara. They're very careful, they build slowly. I don't do that. I just kind of like, and then I wanna walk out the door. And because of that, I need a brush that's not gonna hurt me. Again, like I said, it's user error. It's not the brush's fault. It's just, it's not a good fit for me. Let's put on a little bit. This is the By Terry Balm de Rose balm, but this is in the tube formula, so it's got the little sponge applicator. I love this stuff. I have it in a jar as well, but I just think this is really nice. It's great for travel, and frankly, I don't have to stick my finger in a little pot. Okay. Let's take the Vive Bark Liner. If you didn't see my review of the Vive line, really impressed by all their products. Yeah, it's the Bark shade. I really like everything that the Vive line has. Jamie Genevieve is the one who started it. So I use the eyeshadow palette, the highlighter, lip liner, lipstick. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. I think that was all that was in the line, but I loved everything. Really impressed by the quality. Love the lip liners. I have 3 of them now. I might get all of them. They are really like the right formula for me, the right color story. I really like them. I have nothing bad to say. Okay, so we're also gonna use the Fenty cream. Now, I have this, yes, this is Cookie Jar, okay? So this one, I mean, these have been out for a while, but I haven't used Cookie Jar on the channel. And I've been wanting to, because I just think it's such a pretty color. Such a me shade. All right, so let's go ahead and use Cookie Jar. Okay guys, that's Cookie Jar. I love it. I knew I was gonna love it. It's just, I mean, it's very much a brown shade. So, you know, it's, I guess the shade color, I don't know what I'd call that. Cookie Jar is actually a good shade name. I mean, it's brown, but it has like a redness to it a little bit. So I think it goes really well with my hair. I just really love the shade. They're a cream gloss. The Fenty cream glosses are really pretty on the lips. They feel great. They look nice. You know, they're gonna come off on a mask though. Let's be honest. So I'm not wearing them out, but I still love it. I think it's just really pretty. And Cookie Jar has been my favorite shade. I just think it's really, really pretty. The Aether or Aether Beauty, the Topaz Mini. I really like the formula, guys. I think I've tried a couple of different shades from the other palette and then this palette, and I just think the formula is beautiful. You know, it goes on really smoothly, it blends really well, good for mature skin. These are really reasonably priced. I'll have all that information below. And they're completely recyclable, which I think is great. So, you know, clean beauty is a good thing. Yeah. So all good. You know, this was, like I said, just a chatty get ready with me. So you guys can see some of the things that I already have in my collection, trying to use them more. So you guys can see what you think. The Charlotte, the Christian Dior foundation, I really like it. So I will say this, if you fall into the paler spectrum and you want to pick it up, it is available on Selfridges. I will link the information down below. But my understanding is, like I said, there's only 5 shades. So it's very limited. The one that I have is 012. So if you have a similar skin tone, I think that's a good match. It does have some peachy pink to it, which is what I picked. That's why I picked it. But all of the shades that are available are very pale. The Dior Forever Glow foundation, which looks like, you know, the Forever Skin Corrector, which I really enjoy. I am gonna pick that up probably, I would say, the next couple weeks. So I will be reviewing that as well, so you guys can get a look at that. And there's a number of shades there. I think there are 32 or 36 shades. So hopefully that will be something I like as well. Looking at the Guerlain Spring, YSL Spring, Chanel Spring, of course, those types of things. If there is a brand or a spring release that you're really interested in me trying, let me know. I will have my Will I Buy It coming up soon. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. This was a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you in another video really soon. Thanks. Bye.